Ladies and gentlemen, Fernando's Comedy Hour.
Hello, welcome to Fernando's Comedy Hour, all the way from Sunset, on the Sunset Strip here in Hollywood, for part 2 of the interview with Guam Felix.
Yeah.
We're back. Sorry, we're back. Thanks for having us. We were off for a couple weeks. We had some things to do and some mix-ups, which is okay, but we're back. We're here a Sunday, a beautiful Sunday morning while the homeless are rising and shining out in Hollywood, right? They're ready for their next day. They're ready for their next fix, and we're here in the beautiful studios at Def Noodle Studios here. So, hey, Guam, welcome back.
Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, so last time we left off, we talked a lot about you in the store, but now we were having some conspiracy theories. We're talking about dating, women.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things to talk about, a lot of interesting things, right?
Yeah, well, first of all, I got to tell everybody that I've been single for a very long time.
How many years have you been single?
18.
18 happy years, right?
Yeah.
Have they been happy or sad?
Well, 50-50.
50-50?
I'm not going to lie if I'm going to sit here and tell you that there's times I don't get lonely, but, I just been grinding so hard and keeping busy, so.
Hey, listen, I've been married 23 years, and I've been lonely sometimes, too. So trust me, I don't think it gets, you know what? There's good and bad to everything. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah, relationships are tough, man. They're tough, especially nowadays, with women are independent, and they don't need a man because they have 3 other guys.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why they say, well, I don't need a man. You know why? Because I have 4 other dummies waiting for me.
Yeah, they got the standbys.
Right, exactly. Yeah, so they can split their shifts. That's why they got to. And that's just the way it is, you know what I mean? What are you going to do? Can't fight it.
Hey, man, I mean, you're lucky because you've been with your lady for a long time, so.
Yeah, I've been lucky, yeah. 23 years.
Yeah, because it's totally different now. I was thinking, like, I'm 51, so if we had social media, like, in my 20s, I don't think I would have been able to do the stuff that I've done with my life. Because I would have just been so busy hooking up with girls.
Right.
Because it's so, back then, you used to have to, like, meet somebody, get a number, go on a date.
It was a chore, man.
Yeah, it was like a pain in the ass. Now it's just like, you're just on a dating app, and you're like, okay, who wants to hook up? And then,
swipe right, swipe left, right?
Yeah, the younger generation are in for it, man. They don't, I think the guys, it's going to be really hard for, guys that are, like, probably 18 to, like, 30 to, like, really do something good with their life, because everybody's so hooked on their phones and there's so much stuff going on that it's going to be hard for them to be, like, dedicated to try to be great at something. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Yeah, I'm sure they're going to go through some difficult. I mean, especially now, it's hard to find a good woman, dude, that's going to support you, dude.
Well, I think with everything that's going on, it's kind of like I think women are too obsessed with their social media stuff.
Yeah, they're too obsessed with being independent and strong, which is good. I mean, listen, I don't think there's anything wrong with people being independent and strong, but I don't know. It's just these attitudes that people have is like I look at it and it's like, I mean, I had to give up a lot of stuff when when you get in a relationship. It's a lot of. It's not about you anymore, man.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I think my personal opinion is I think the problem is that, women, once they make, the decision that they want to be in a relationship, that, hey, you're in a relationship now or you're married now.
Yeah.
You can't act like you're single.
Right.
And I'm not trying to tell because.
That's the guy's job.
When I was married, I didn't care. I used to let my wife do whatever she wanted to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
Like she wanted to go out with her friends or whatever, stuff like that. She could do whatever she wants. But I'm different, Yeah. Most guys are just, too jealous and stuff like that. And I think you got to have that balance where it's like I think you both have to be busy.
You have to, yeah.
So then you appreciate, what's going on.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think, in a relationship, you also have to have that trust. Like, yeah, go ahead, do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. Have fun, have fun with your friends, whatever. You can't be that controlling because then it turns ugly, I guess.
Yeah, but it depends on what you consider cheating, because it's like now with social media and stuff, there's so let's say your wife is very attractive, and let's say she takes like bikini pics on Instagram. There's going to be dudes hitting her up all the time on there.
Guess what? Those bikini pics are not for you. Dude.
Yeah,
they're for attention.
Yeah. So
she likes women like the attention. You know, maybe
Yeah.
she's not getting it at home, bro. Maybe the husband's not going, "Hey, baby, you're hot." You know?
Yeah, well, it's not that. I think it's
Who knows?
because it's a lot of women are just like that. You know, like they'll never be satisfied with the attention of just one guy.
They want more, right?
Yeah,
They want
you know, that's why if you think about it, there's so many. When a funny thing that somebody said was, why is it that when you go out with your wife or your girlfriend and you go to the movies, they get all fixed up when you're like, hey, we're gonna sit in the dark for the next 3 hours,
right?
You know what I'm saying? No, they do that because they know there's other girls going to be there,
Right.
And they want to look good for them.
Yeah, Che has the same thing. He says that women get dressed for other women.
Yeah,
because they want to look good. I mean, they want to look good for each other.
Yeah,
which is cool. I appreciate that. I appreciate women looking good.
yeah.
Because I mean, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Of course.
Well, what I think is crazy is that there's a lot of, especially here in California, there's way too many beautiful women out there, right?
Oh, I know, dude.
So then what happens is, this is hilarious to me because I've been in this situation. Actually, you know what? I'll bring this up because our producer here is from Brazil. So we were talking about this before we went on air. But when I was dating my Brazilian girlfriend, right, she was hands down like a 10. She was just beautiful, right?
Gorgeous, right?
Yeah, we used to go places, and you know, girls would come up to her and tell her, "Hey, I just wanted to tell you that you're very beautiful," and you know, and this and that.
Right,
and I didn't think of it. And what was funny was, in my eyes, I'm like a 6, so she would try to play me like, oh, all these girls like you. And I'd be like, no, they don't. I go, you're so full of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I said, every time we go somewhere, every other guy's trying to hit on you and talk to you. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So that's what, that was so funny. She would always try to make it seem like girls thought I was cute. I said, no. You're just saying that because you're just trying to make me, she was trying to make me feel better because she thought I'm really not a jealous person.
Right.
You know, but like my whole thing was like, I never got jealous if I was dating somebody, even about talking, but I drew the line when it came to touching. Like if I'm with somebody,
right,
I don't care if you hug somebody, you know, like a friend,
sure,
like
yeah,
that.
Of course.
But hey, man, keep your lips off my girl, dude. I don't, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah,
unless it's a cultural thing, because I know like in Guam, and I don't know like in Mexico or whatever, but
yeah, a little kiss
when you greet people, you kiss them on the cheek. That's just normal.
That's normal. Yeah,
that's normal. So that doesn't bother me, you know.
Yeah, it's normal. Some, you know, just. Not all, you know, it depends on what Mexican, in the Mexican culture too. Some people do that more like the upper class.
Yeah.
Like they do that. In my lower class, you know, you greet your grandparents, you know, you kiss their hand.
Oh, yeah, we do that too.
In Guam, right?
Yeah, we do that
it's
too.
It's a sign of respect. You kiss your elders, your grandma, or, you know, your papa, your mama, you kiss them on the nanas, you kiss them on the hand.
Yeah.
It's a sign of respect, you know. But, hey, speaking of hot women, dude, Brazilian and Colombian women.
Oh yeah,
dude, they're both of them.
I think you know what, you want to hear what was crazy. I had this philosophy about like, you know, back in the day, like back in the 80s, they always used to show the Miss Universe pageant.
Yeah,
and it was like really big because back then there was only like, you know, 20 channels on TV.
Right.
So everybody, you know, I remember going to school and everybody like, hey, the Miss Universe pageant is going to be tomorrow.
Right.
So that was like our first chance. Because remember back then they didn't have the internet.
No, that was like.
So that was like our first chance. And you'd be like, oh my God, did you see Miss Colombia or Miss Brazil? And everybody was like, dude, they got women like that down there?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. But because back then everybody would see the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Again, because less channels.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on. Hey, my other guest is here. She's outside. Okay, look, magic trick. Boom. I made Elizabeth appear.
Hello.
So, Elizabeth, welcome back, Elizabeth. The team's back, half the team. Che's at home with, he's got a tummy ache or something.
Yeah. He probably ate something.
He probably ate something bad.
I think his
wife won't let.
Didn't he just got married, right?
I don't know if he got married.
Or engaged.
Well, he's been with her for like 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so I think he's grounded or something.
Well, we miss you, Che.
Yeah, Che, get better, Che. Hope that tummy ache goes away. You pussy. Anyways, we're here with Elizabeth. She's back, and we're back with Guam here.
Yep.
Yeah,
Hi,
so
Guam.
we're talking about. We just had me and Elizabeth. We just I emceed a quinceañera for one of your best friends, right?
Yes.
One of your good friends.
Mm-hmm.
And Guam has a lot to say about quinceañeras.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Because
believe
Guam
it or
is
not.
really familiar.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me ask. This is the first time I meet Guam. So you go by Guam? Is that your name?
No, that's my nickname.
That's your nickname. And,
Yeah.
and why is Guam your nickname?
So, well, basically, I'm from there,
Okay.
and when you go to like a hood school, they'll find out where you're from, and they'll use
that's
that
your
as your nickname.
And that's your nickname.
So we
Wow,
had
I love it.
we had a guy named Chicago. We had another dude named Louisiana. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they were like, "Where are you from?" And I was like, "Well, my family's from Guam." All right. So they just started calling me Guam.
Dude, I worked with a guy at a restaurant. His name, he was from Panama. That was his nickname.
Yeah.
Panama.
Panama.
Pana. Yeah, what we
Pana.
call it, Panama or Pana.
Yeah.
But
Anna, come on.
that's funny. No, but that's cool. But you know what I have to say? I would, if you wouldn't have said that, I would have thought you were Latino.
Oh, a lot of people. That's the thing too, because my last name is Reyes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
But
very
in
common.
Guam, we say Regis because
Oh,
it's just the way we pronounce it.
Okay.
But that's the thing too, because I was living in San Diego.
Yeah.
And a lot of, I talked to a lot of Mexican people, and they would get mad because they'd be like, "How come you don't know Spanish?"
Right.
And I'd be like, "Oh, I'm not
know.
Mexican. I don't, you know what I'm saying?"
We're
I had
dicks
to tell
about that, dude. We
yeah,
are.
yeah, yeah.
Did they ever tell you have the freaking cactus on your forehead? How can you not speak Spanish?
I know.
We're working
That's
on it,
the
dude. We're
phrase.
working on that, but I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're just dicks, bro.
Did you pick up any Spanish?
Yeah, actually, when I really started picking it up in high school because I worked construction during the summer.
Okay.
So of course,
that's
it's
a
nothing but
perfect
Mexicans
place.
there. So what do? They taught me all the bad shit.
Yeah, that's the first thing you learn, dude.
So and I was all like, "What am I saying?" They're like, "Just say it, Doug." They would get me in
Right.
trouble.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, he's getting beat up.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
And then
dude.
of course, I had Mexican friends and stuff, and I think it was because the more people I was around, then I would comprehend it more, speak it a little bit more.
Yeah.
But if it shit came to shit, like I try to help people out. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Because you get that every now and then. Somebody, especially here in Hollywood, somebody's lost, and they'll come up to me and they'll be like, "Hey, comprende, español, whatever," and I'd be like, "Paquito, whatever," and I try to help them out with vocabulary words.
Nice.
And then
That's
it's
good.
and you're like, never
Oh
mind.
yeah. But a thing that a lot of people don't know is that the language in Guam is called Chamorro.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of Spanish vocabulary in it.
Mm-hmm.
So my dad knows how to speak Spanish.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he picked it up from just learning how to speak Chamorro.
Uh-huh.
And he just put the words together.
Right, correct.
And then, my dad was in the military. He was a postman. And of course, he was in San Diego too.
Okay.
So my dad loves going down to Mexico because he speaks fluent Spanish. He goes down
Oh,
there.
he gets along
parties.
perfect, dude.
Oh, yeah.
So then you should know Spanish. It's kind of
Well,
pretty bad.
Well, the whole thing, like I said, if I'm like let's say this, like let's say I wasn't a comedian, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's say I just kept on being I'm pretty sure I would be fluent,
Yeah.
over time.
Yeah.
Because those guys, when you're on when you're on a site, they're speaking nothing but Spanish.
Yeah.
Right.
So you better know what the hell they're talking
Yeah.
about. You're gonna get a concrete slab hit you upside the head if you don't know what the hell those guys are talking about.
Right,
you know?
exactly.
Yeah. But the construction workers, those guys are always joking around 24/7.
Oh, yeah.
They're always pulling pranks on each other.
Any
and-
construction site, any
Yeah.
kitchen, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Any
kitchen. Anytime you work
Oh, yeah.
with Mexicans, bro,
Yeah,
you're gonna
that's-
it's all
yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
That and the music, like you
Oh,
know
yeah.
how to dance.
Yeah.
I've
I
seen
worked
that.
construction for 20 years, union sheet metal worker. And dude, construction workers are construction workers.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They're gonna fuck you with
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's always like that, dude.
Yeah.
For sure. But yeah, quinceañeras, we were talking about that. My best friend, we've known each other since high school. It was just 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've known each other for over 30 years. And her
Wow.
daughter turned 15.
Right.
And so I would normally MC because I do that also. It's one of my many talents.
Yeah.
And my friend said, "No, I want you to
Yeah, have a good
enjoy the
time,
party,
yeah.
whatever." But no, I was still working. As
Yeah, it was
you
still a lot of
know, I
work,
was
yeah.
still running around, But so I asked Fernando, it's like,
Mm.
"Hey, I'd like you to MC because your daughter just turned 15."
Yeah, she
couple years
2
ago.
yeah, 2 years ago. But the whole pandemic
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah.
we pushed it over a year.
Yeah, so I thought, he's got stuff, and you did really good. I was very impressed.
Thanks, yeah. Well, you should have been there at my daughter's because I had the mic and my
Well, I
wife,
was at the
my wife and
church.
daughter were like, "Dad, get off the mic."
Yeah.
Somebody
I was
take away
drunk,
that.
dude. I was drinking shots of tequila, and I was like every 10 minutes, I was like, "Hey, listen,
What's a big deal? As a dad, how did you feel to see your
you
daughter
know what?
turn
It's
15?
surreal because it's your little girl. It's my first. It's
Yeah.
so it's your little girl, and then it doesn't hit you till it's there. You're like, oh my god, it's fucking. She's
Yeah.
not. She's fucking. She's getting older
She's
now.
an adult
and then her
almost.
attitude comes out. Well, fuck you, Dad. I don't have to listen to you no more. I'm a woman now.
Yeah.
And so I have to put up with that now too. So now I got.
But it's kind of like that little in between, right? Because they're grown up.
They're grown up,
but they're not old enough to be grown up.
Right? They're not. Yeah.
They're in the between. So you tell them you're big enough to know this.
But you know what? You know it's weird. She surprises me how mature she is.
Yeah.
Sometimes she'll surprise me.
Well, she gets that from your wife.
Yeah, my wife's. Yeah, they're awesome. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But
it's crazy because the you were mentioning that you were in a couple quinceañeras.
Yeah.
You were a chambelán.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Cool. I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah.
Because like I tell everybody, I grew up in San Diego, so I remember the first one I went to. I think I was in 8th grade, and one of my Mexican friends like, "Hey man, my sister or whatever, my cousin said, let's go." Yeah. And I was like, "What is this?" So you go there for the first time. I didn't know what it was. I was like you said, I was like, what is this, a wedding or something? Like, it's so extravagant,
It's a big deal.
But it was like
really
when you're in high school in San Diego, or those were the shit. It was like, hey man, we're gonna eat. We're all drinking in the back. Right. And there's always that one drunk uncle, the Mexican, and he's like, hey, come on, man, take some shots. And we're like, dude, we're like 14.
Who cares?
There's no age limit.
Yeah, we're like, damn man, we're coming home drunk. We're like, it was fun. And then of course, the girls, because when you're a teenage boy and all the girls, they're all dressed up. So they're all looking. They got their hair done, the makeup. Yeah. They're all wearing the nice dresses. You're like, damn, man, these are nice.
It's a big affair. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And then what happens? It's always everyone I went to. This is what always happens. Everybody's having a good time. Then there's a fight.
Right, always at the end.
There's always a fight.
If there isn't a fight or someone crying at the end of the night, it didn't turn out well.
It wasn't a good party.
There's a fight, they break it up, and then they leave, and then everybody still parties, and then it's the cleanup.
Yeah, that's how I like it. They break up the fight. They're like, all right, guys, let's go back to drinking. And everybody goes back like,
well, what happened yesterday? We had games, right?
Yeah.
And we had this game, musical chairs, right, for them to win a prize. And they were all kids, right? None of the adults wanted to participate. And at the end, we're left these two boys, but this one kid, right?
They were aggressive, both of them.
But especially the one, because he was dancing around the chair like he was about to jump into a mosh pit.
Yeah,
it was crazy. And when finally the music stopped, kid left his arm on the seat of the chair and would not let go. Right? He held on to dear life, and that other kid's trying to take the chair. I had to break it up. It was crazy.
You should let him go. I was gonna let him go.
And what was the prize? Bath and Body Works.
What did you get? He ended up getting the last prize, and it was a Bath and Body Works for women.
Yeah, I was like, congratulations, homie.
He was like, what do you get? Like soap or something?
Something like that. I think so. Yeah, it was like one of those.
I think they're trying to tell you to take a shower or something.
But he was pretty intense.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it. It was a fun night. A lot of good prizes.
You know what that reminds me of, and I always tell everybody this, like I always brag about the taco shops down in San Diego, but I always tell everybody, hey man, if you ever get a chance, if you're non-Mexican, you got to go to a Mexican barbecue.
Oh, carne asada, for sure.
Of course. Oh my God, dude, that's a whole different ball game when you're in the backyard of some Mexican's house and they're grilling everything and making everything fresh, and you're just like, oh, dude, what's going on? This is the bomb.
Because they treat you like family.
Oh yeah.
You're like royalty, dude.
Yeah,
come on, eat up.
And we love to feed everybody.
Oh yeah, I mean, people from Guam, we're the same way because another thing too is that most of us, a lot of guys from Guam, we get construction jobs like labor stuff. Right. So we're always inviting our hey, come over, and this stuff like vice versa.
Right.
It's always like it's so funny because it's like, okay, you're gonna eat too much, and then we're gonna get you really drunk. That's like the game plan.
Or whichever one comes first. Right?
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
It's all about having
it's about having a good time. I think that's the beauty. And it's one of the things I always talk about. Is like it's so hard for me to lose weight because I eat for everything. Like I could be sad, I'm gonna eat. I wish I was one of those women that when I was stressed out, that I would not eat, because I know women, like one of my sisters, she will not, and I'll see her like after a few months, and she's a twig, and I'm like, what are you stressing about? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't do that. I stress, I eat.
Right?
Oh yeah.
I'm happy, I eat.
Yeah,
like I'm mad that there's no food right now. Are you kidding me? It is.
No, well, another thing too is that the people got to understand this. Like, I think it's because people from Guam, like we're like Spanish, so it must be like like a Mexican Spanish thing, because we throw parties. Like if you're on the island of Guam, I tell everybody, dude, there is a party almost every night.
Yeah.
There's somebody throwing a party for something. There's a birthday party, graduation party, and even if somebody dies, they have they're celebrating the funeral.
Yeah.
So every day, especially during the summer, it's like every day there's a party, and you're just like, food, and it's just so hard to restrain yourself from making two big plates.
It's hard. You're like, I'm gonna quit tomorrow. Then tomorrow, we got the barbecue.
Right?
Oh, they
even yesterday,
so and so's birthday party.
Yeah, even though
we got the wedding. Oh, fuck it. You know what?
I gotta do a shout out real quick to the Sapan Banquet Hall, because let me tell you, those folks there, they give you appetizers. Right, you walk in, appetizers are set. You know,
oh, dude, the food was
amazing. And then come dinner time, it's like all these different courses, and it's like, it's just phenomenal.
The food was Middle Eastern, dude.
And so good.
I have this trick. You guys got to try this. And I tell my friends this. I go, hey, listen, man. If you ever visit somebody's house and of a different nationality, doesn't matter if they're Indian, Brazilian, or whatever. Yeah. Just go up to somebody in the family, just be like, hey, man, you know, my friend went to Brazil and they said the food sucked. It was like terrible. Because they're going to be like, no, we're going to cook for you right now.
You are absolutely right.
Because if you do that at a Mexican house, if I go there, hey, man, my friends, they went down to, down to Rosarito. They said the food sucked. They'd be like, sit down, we're going to cook for you right now.
But there's something different about
they go 110%.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They go 110%. Like, all right, I'm going to go 110% now. Prove him wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
And meanwhile, he's like,
okay.
But
you know, you mentioned Brazilian. I love Brazilian food, and I love their cheese bread. Have you guys had their cheese bread?
Yeah, that was
good. Oh my God, those things are so delicious. I could literally just have.
You know what's funny about? We were talking about that. I go to this Brazilian place by my house, when I used to live in Torrance in the downtown district. The owners were Korean. A lot of Koreans live from Brazil.
In a lot of different Latin countries, actually.
Yeah, and the guy was Korean. I think it was a brother and sister or something. And he was the owner, but he spoke perfect Portuguese.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's how I found out. There are a lot of Koreans in Portugal.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know, you guys have to try if you get a chance.
Which I was like, why don't you make Korean barbecue, bro? That's just good.
Well,
too.
yeah, right. Well, Korean and Colombian food. It's called escala.
On
6th and Kenmore.
Well, you know, Colombians have cheese bread too.
Yes, but theirs is different.
Is it?
Oh yeah, but
but it's good.
Brazil, you can't
Wow, Brazil is different.
Yeah, I'm like.
Well, I mean, I don't know, because you know
Colombian food
those
is good
churrasquerias they have. I think those meat ones. I don't know if that's common, right?
I think that's more Argentina, no?
No, Argentina and Brazil. They're both
known for the churrasquerias.
Yeah, for their barbecues. Yeah, because there's a lot of cattle too. There's a lot of.
Oh, okay. So, what is that sauce called? The
chimichurri.
Chimichurri, that thing. Wow, I'll put that on anything.
Yeah, have you tried chimichurri?
I'll put that on anything.
I probably tried it. I just can't remember what it is.
It's just a relish with olive oil, seasonings,
it's like
and
cilantro, chopped up cilantro,
parsley.
right? Parsley.
Okay.
Yeah,
but you put that, it's really good.
What's the name of that Brazilian place where it's like all you could eat?
Fogo de Chao.
Dude.
Is that Brazilian?
Yeah.
Dude, they have one in downtown San Diego, and I remember the first time I went there, they're like, dude, you pay, you sit down, they bring the food to you.
Yeah.
And I go, they just keep on bringing it.
Until you tell them to
the trick,
you tap out. You got to tap out.
Yeah, there's a little, you got red and green.
Yeah.
But you know what the trick to that is? See, with the trick, they fool you because first they bring you fillers. They bring you sausage and chicken.
Yeah.
And that fills you up real fast.
Yeah.
So the trick is to say no to that.
Yeah.
So you get that towards the end. Because they'll bring you the chicken and the sausage first.
Yeah.
And then you eat that. And then you're like, man, I'm full. And then you eat like a little piece of steak. And you're like, I'm done.
Dude, that's so funny that you bring that up because I'm such a fat ass. So there used to be some bar. I remember back in the day, I don't know if they still do this now, but there used to be some barbecue places. And every now and then they'd be like, hey, it's $25 all you can eat ribs.
Right.
But they try to do the same thing. They'll bring bread out there, a salad, a bunch of
sausage.
They try to fill you up. And I used to tell them, no, dude, start bringing the ribs. Me and my brothers would be like, bring the ribs out. We don't care about anything.
Right. Bring the ribs.
And a bucket for the bones.
That's
right. Throw the bucket in the bones.
But it's just like a buffet, but you're sitting down. You don't got to get up.
Oh,
and
yeah.
do anything.
Yeah. It's beautiful. I love it.
I loved it, but man, it was one of those things where you just ate too much. Because after the meat starts settling down in you, you're just like, you're like falling asleep in the restaurant.
You know the trick is, and they do this in Italy, they eat the salad after. Mm-hmm. So you eat the meat, and after you eat the salad.
Oh, okay.
But what if you're too full to eat the salad?
No, you're not. You eat a little bit. Just eat a little salad afterwards.
Do you guys do that when you guys go to like, I every time I go to Las Vegas, if I go to the buffet, I go straight to the meat. I don't eat nothing else.
Yeah.
I go. You guys got prime rib. You got ribs. Like I go straight for the steak. Like I only eat the because the buffets now are expensive, dude. They're like $70
anything
now.
is expensive.
dude.
No,
Yeah.
anything is expensive
In Vegas? Oh yeah.
No, anywhere. Look, yesterday I went to when I was getting ready for the quinceañera. Right,
Yeah.
I picked up breakfast for my friend and her kids. And she's like, "Oh, just get those like sausage McMuffins, right?" So
Yeah,
they
yeah,
had
yeah,
the
yeah.
two, right?
Yeah,
for
McDonald's
one-
is expensive.
Listen to me. When I went to pay, I was like, "Holy crap! When did that happen?"
Yeah.
It was just 2 combos, 2 sausage McMuffins, hash brown, 1 orange juice, the other one she wanted a Diet Coke. $24 fucking dollars.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
$24.
They got rid
I was
of-
like, when did this happen?
That's
It's crazy.
It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
And it's like now you get less and you pay more.
And you know
Yeah.
what?
It's crazy.
I was watching this. I watched this TikTok guy. It's called LA guy. He does everything about LA. Mm-hmm. And he was just saying that McDonald's it's not a set price. Some McDonald's charge more than others.
yeah.
So some McDonald's could charge you more money.
Mm-hmm. I think that's anywhere, even like Starbucks. I noticed that because I'm a huge Starbucks, connoisseur, if you will.
Yeah.
And I'll notice that. And Chris and I, my honey, we'll go to different ones, and he's like, that was more expensive than when we usually go because we always order the same
Yeah.
thing.
Right. So,
So
I
it's
think it's
crazy.
according to the owner of the
I
franchise.
think so. Or that it could also be the
Location you're at.
Yeah.
Well, it's the inflation because look,
Oh, yeah.
perfect example. The Chick-fil-A is right up the street from my house, and I used to go there all the time. And I remember I used to go in there. Let me just get a chicken sandwich. The chicken sandwich was like $3 something.
Right. It was cheap.
Now it's like $6 something.
Yeah.
Fucking
I was like,
shut up.
how'd you guys double your price on the chicken sandwich?
Right.
Nothing changed. It's only
Yeah.
been a year.
And the
Yeah.
chicken looks slimmer. What is
Yeah.
going on?
Right. The chicken's
Ridiculous,
thinner and the
man.
price is bigger.
You're paying for its diet. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even cereal boxes.
Yeah.
They're like thinner and they're like,
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah.
3 bowls of cereal and you're done. You're like, what the fuck?
See,
Yeah.
that's the problem about being a single guy because I talk to my other single friends and it's impossible to diet. Because every time I go to the grocery store now, I act like I'm a little kid. I buy all the stuff my mom would never buy me
Right.
when I was
Right,
little.
yeah.
So I'm buying Pop-Tarts, the chocolates,
junk food.
yeah,
And then you have
ice cream, the
options.
cookies. Because I'm a grown adult.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I'm
You're like, I can afford it. I'll do it.
Yeah. Because I just get flashbacks of my mom telling me no.
No.
No,
Yeah.
I'll show you, Mom.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then 100 pounds later,
Yeah.
No, and then you do it because you're like, you know what? 'Cause I'm really saving money because if I go out and get ice
Yeah.
cream,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
it's gonna be more expensive. But at the end of the day,
yeah,
you're just buying more junk food.
you
Yeah, I
really
know.
are. And then it goes bad because you bought so much and then you can't
Yeah.
get to it.
Oh, ice
Like,
cream
my
doesn't go
thing
bad
is-
around my house.
My thing is fruit. Like I it's always in the summer. I have like this kick for fruit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll buy all kinds of fruit, and then next thing I know, my bananas are all brown.
Oh,
and
yeah.
my poor nectarines are all
Well,
You let
another,
'em go.
another thing too
yeah.
is
But it's because I buy so much and I don't have and I don't want to eat it all day.
yeah.
So
That's why if you think about it, Costco it's too much.
Right.
Even if you have a
Yes.
family because
Oh yeah.
you buy the stuff and like, I go to my god sister's house and she has 2 kids and she's like, "Hey, you have to take some of this because my kid, when you buy the box, she's like, my kids don't need 30 little bags of cookies, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or the potato chips or whatever.
Yeah.
They just need a little bit of it."
Yeah.
And then that's what happens if you're like, "Oh, I got to finish it now."
I was thinking about
Yeah.
you gotta have a strategy for Costco.
Oh yeah.
You gotta get like with 3 or 4 single friends. If you guys are single,
Yeah.
you guys gotta go there,
And
each
then
buy
split it.
and then split it.
Oh yeah, you're right.
That's
You're
a
right.
good way
That's the only way
Yeah.
you're gonna save money. Because if you're single, you're like, what do you need? Like, like 10 pounds of ham
Yeah.
for?
Yeah, yeah.
well, that's what my sisters and I do.
Yeah.
Because I mean now my daughter's grown, but like there's something like especially like detergent or body soap or anything like things
Yeah.
that it's gonna last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because otherwise, are you kidding me?
I was gonna go back to the Vegas thing, dude. And we went to the Caesars. They have remember those what do you call the crab legs?
Yeah, the crab legs,
I
yeah.
fucked those crab
Oh,
legs
yeah.
up, dude. That's all I hit.
Yeah, but you just go there.
That's it.
You go straight there.
Straight for the crab
there and
legs.
start grabbing them and just start killing them.
Yeah,
Maybe that's
I don't
why
even
I
know.
don't do-
You know what? I didn't even know what else they had. I just said, fuck it. I had a pile of crab legs this
Yeah.
big, dude. I fucked that thing up. I was like, and
Dude,
they give you 2 hours
I have this
to finish.
Yeah.
I used to live in Tucson and my friend Polo the comedian, he what do you call it? We'd always go to Golden Corral just to kind of reminisce because we used to go there all the time when we used to live in Tucson.
Right.
But dude, I have this thing about I love meatloaf. because I miss my mom making meatloaf for me.
Dude, yeah.
So when I go there, Polo makes fun of me because he's like, dude, you just like grab a piece. You know, like the thing? I just grab the whole fucking thing and throw it on my plate. I don't give a damn about nothing else. Because everything else I can go buy. I can go buy chicken or hamburgers or whatever. I go, dude, if somebody can make me this damn meatloaf, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If I can tear that up, dude.
Exactly.
You know, it's funny because my friends, my really good friend, one of my best friends, I tell you, he's half Hawaiian.
Yeah.
His mom would always cook for us. I was always at his house, dude. I was at his house my junior high years, and that's where we met in junior high. But, dude, we became such good friends. I was always at his house, dude, and she would always cook for us.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember, dude, you know, meatloaf, dude.
Oh, yeah,
when it was meatloaf, whatever, meatloaf Wednesdays, whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, that was like the best, dude.
We never had meatloaf. I didn't have meatloaf until I was an adult.
I appreciated white food. I was
Yeah.
like, man, white people can cook.
Yeah.
Can they really?
Yeah, dude. She made, dude.
On.
I miss that meatloaf.
Was she
dude.
real white though, or like was
super,
she like?
Oh no, she's super white, dude.
Like white from?
Well, her husband is Hawaiian. He was from Hawaii.
Oh, okay. We'll say no more.
But she was she's an old school woman. Like she learned how to cook and take care of the kids and stuff. She worked, and then the husband worked.
Yeah,
she was the old school, well, best, dude.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
But she married a Hawaiian. She had to have flavor in her food. I mean, there had to be some seasoning.
Well, he was pretty. I remember he would have a mango. He had discipline because he would leave the mango in the Mexicans. We love mangoes.
Yeah.
We're all, but he would leave the mango. I remember he used to leave the mango in the window and let it ripen. And he'd leave it there for like 4 or 5 days. Then he'd eat it.
Do you want to hear something crazy about mangoes?
Like discipline, dude.
So when I lived in Guam, we lived on a ranch.
Yeah.
And there was a big ass mango tree that went over the house.
Right.
So me and my brothers would be like just chilling, watching TV, and all of a sudden you hear it drop. We would run out of the house and fight over it because we were waiting for it to drop. Because as soon as it dropped, it was good. That means you could just open the bad boy and eat it, right?
Wow.
Yeah. Oh my God, I missed that.
Oh, dude, they're so good too.
Yeah.
Dude, when they're sweeter, dude, they taste different. Dude.
And I didn't know that there's a whole bunch of different kinds of mangoes. Did you guys know that?
Yeah. Manila. Kinds. I know that. Well, the ones I know is Manila and then the regular.
Yeah, there's a comedian. I forget her name. And she's always eating mangoes. And she'll say like, "Oh, this is the so and so mango," and I'm like, "Wait a minute here! I didn't know there was like so many different varieties."
Is there?
I'm like, y'all need to stop giving me options.
But the best ones on the islands, like on Guam and Hawaii, are the small ones.
The small ones.
The small ones are so good. Sweet. Oh my God, they're the best.
It's like the little bananas, the little Chiquita bananas.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's true. In Mexico, when I was down there, there's like the fruits just grow wild.
Yeah,
it's real. The weather is different. It's hot and it's like it rains a lot too, and it's so a lot of greens. It's like a lot. It's almost like a jungle.
Yeah.
And remember, the guys would you can go pick the mangoes, and to the mango groves, and you pay like whatever, but they're real little, right? The little
ones.
Yeah, those are fucking super good, dude.
Yeah,
you buy a bag and you eat them on the way.
Yeah,
you eat so much healthier. In Mexico.
Well, and then you walk a lot more. I think people are a little more.
And it's
active.
hotter. It's hot as fuck, man.
Yeah, when I was, believe it or not, I always tell everybody this. I think I was the first person, I lived most of my life in the States, but when I moved to Guam and I lived there for about almost 3 years, I lost weight. Yeah. And the reason why was because when I was on the ranch, I would just eat everything on the ranch.
Right.
Yeah, nothing's
So
processed.
we had bananas, the mangoes, the star apples, the coconut, whatever. Like you just sit there, pop, open that bad boy and drink it. Refresh.
Oh,
hell,
my God, dude.
Yeah. Nothing beats that. And then, and like you said, it's very humid in Guam, so you're gonna sweat, especially if you're out there working, cutting grass or cutting down bushes and stuff like that.
You're gonna sweat. You're gonna burn calories fast.
And I told everybody, there's no better chicken than when you kill it and you eat it fresh.
Yeah,
isn't it different? It's even different. It looks like it has really a different look.
Yeah, because it's nothing happened to it.
Right, it's yellow. Right.
Yeah, you just cut it open. Peel it, boil it, whatever, and just throw that bad boy in the barbecue.
Oh, it tastes better.
Well, I mean, it's even like milk. When I was a kid, the first time my mom took me to Mexico to meet my grandparents, they lived on a farm.
Yeah.
And everything, milking the cow, everything. I had my first cow straight from the milk. No,
you mean
milk straight from the cow.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, I'm still trying to catch up from last night, and it was the best.
Yeah,
I have not since then. I don't drink milk here.
Yeah.
At all. I don't like it. It's not. It's just not. It's sweet.
Not the same.
It's just different. It's so different.
Anything that's fresh, anything that's fresh, and you kill it, cook it, it's gonna be good. There's a guy that's on TikTok, and he lives. I don't know where he lives. I don't know if he lives in Australia, but he basically he hunts.
Yeah, I think I've seen that guy.
He fishes. He'll spearfish, and he'll go down there. He'll grab something. Dude, this guy caught a lobster. I swear to God, it was like this big. The shell was this big. Yeah. He just cut it open, threw it right there on the grill, right by the beach, and just ate it to himself, dude. I was like, dude, if that thing was in a restaurant, that thing would have been like $300.
Easy,
like,
dude.
I wonder, like, if I were to do something like that, because I, developed an allergy to shellfish, red shellfish, just lobster, shrimp, and crab. Like, I could literally die.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Yeah,
people have allergies.
But I'm like, I wonder if it was different, if it was caught different, if it was, you know what I mean? If it was, so I wonder what they do, if they do anything to it.
There's stories of people that are like, they're celiacs or they have allergies to wheat and gluten. But they'll go like to Europe, like Italy, where, I think 60% of the food there is pasta.
Yeah.
And they said they can eat over there and they have no problem. They have no allergies.
I lived in Germany for 9 months and I went to the bakeries and but it was so different. Like, I think I lost weight when I was out there because I walked everywhere and the food was so different.
It's more local, right? It's like they make it fresh.
Strawberries were like this big, I kid you not.
Holy shit.
They were ginormous.
Were they Nazi strawberries?
I don't know. I didn't care. They were so good.
Really?
They were so good.
Yeah,
I remember they were
the food's different in Europe. I mean, I guess they have stricter
food laws. Like FDA is different, I guess.
Yeah, the FDA, they don't run. I mean, here,
it's all because here we just want to make money. We're
the thing. Okay, listen. This is a proven fact. The thing that killed everybody was the fast food.
Well, easily.
Perfect example.
Easy.
They noticed, like, over there in Saudi Arabia and Qatar and these really rich, like, oil places. They noticed that as soon as they started bringing American fast food over there, the kids started getting fat. Because they bring Pizza Hut over there, McDonald's, burger. They didn't have that before.
No, KFC.
So, you know what I'm saying? They never had that. So the kids were eating really good food that was like restaurant food. Like, hey, we're going to cook it this certain way.
Yeah, at home,
But now they said, dude, the guy... I was just watching this thing about over there in like Dubai or something. Like, Pizza Hut is the number one thing the kids want to eat. Like, they're obsessed with eating pizza.
Right. Yeah.
Because they just order it.
Yeah.
Bring it to the house. Yeah.
Easy access.
No, when I was a kid, fast food was kind of like the thing you have.
Oh, we didn't. I don't remember.
It was a treat.
Yeah.
It was a treat.
It was a treat. Be good, and we'll take you to McDonald's.
But listen, the first time I ever had...
I think I ate McDonald's when I was a kid. I think I ate it twice. That's why, like you said... That's why now that I'm grown up, I fucking tear that shit up.
Yeah, because me too, dude. It's like, look, I just got McDonald's. I probably eat McDonald's once a month.
Right.
But I just ate it because I was craving it.
Yeah.
I said, damn, dude, I haven't had a cheeseburger in like 2 months.
Right.
So then you eat it, you're like, damn, dude, this is good.
Right.
Yeah, like I should have known the first time I had McDonald's. I think I was about 10 or 11. I got sick.
Yeah.
I got sick. But bitch just, just going to keep it going.
You know what it might be too with you is that, because my brother has allergies too. Sometimes people don't understand. Sometimes it's not what's getting cooked; it's the oil.
Yeah, maybe.
Like if you talk to doctors, I remember some doctors telling me about that. Like, some people don't understand. There's a big difference between the oils, like the canola oil, the way they cook something. You're allergic to the oil,
right?
You're not allergic to the food.
Not the food.
Yeah,
well, I wish that was the case because I've had it. And the thing is, I was not always allergic to shellfish. Yeah, because when I was pregnant with my daughter, I mean, I had shrimp cocktails like all the time. I was, I love seafood. So when I developed this, it was
that could be it though. The oils, that could be it.
Yeah, and well, no, what's crazy is that I went. It has to be something, not so much the oils for me, because I went to this Puerto Rican food truck that I love. Right, I would go there all the time, and then I ordered these. They were carne asada fries.
Yeah,
they don't serve seafood on that truck. Not a bit. Right. Soon after I finished this food, I started to get that reaction.
Yeah.
My throat started to close up, and I'm like, wait a minute. My honey's like, what's going on? And he said, so they don't sell seafood. We go back, and I told the owner, and I said, hey, what do you... Turns out one of the seasonings that they use is manufactured where they have like
where they make seafood.
Yes. And I was like, son of a biscuit. So I got to be very careful.
You got to be real careful.
Yeah. So I don't eat out as much as I'd like to anymore because of that. I have my EpiPen and my Benadryl with me just in case.
Jeez.
And I have to be rushed to the ER.
Yeah, it's crazy because, he was talking about in Saudi Arabia, they did a report in China too.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, they did a thing of The Simpsons. The kids are addicted to The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And fast food. And all the new kids growing up, they're all fat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
KFC, the Burger King, the McDonald's and stuff. Because before, I'm part Asian, so the Asian diet is rice, vegetables, fish. That's why a lot of the guys that a lot of the Japanese people, dude, they live till they're like 90,
100,
and they're out there doing yoga, they're jump roping. You're like, dude, that guy's 90 years old. And he's out there riding his bike. You know,
yeah. But they live out in the mountains. They hunt they catch their food.
Yeah.
And they eat nothing but rice and greens. I mean,
But now it's a life of everything. We want it now. We want it fast. You know where I am very impressed too is in New York. If you guys, I don't know if you guys been there.
No, I never been to New York.
But I love New York because you go over there and their food, you go to a sit down restaurant, they take their time and people are so patient. Like here, if you go to a restaurant, how come I don't have my blah, blah, blah? And how come my steak's not here yet?
Well, 30 minutes is a long time.
But
for
they
tacos.
take their time to serve and let me tell you, that food is every restaurant that I went
in
to
New York, the food's different, right?
Yes,
because it's got that Italian
and they take their time.
It's got that river. It's got the Hudson River water.
Okay, whatever it is, it's working.
It's got that Italian spice, man. All those dead bodies in there just give it flavor.
Hey, it's preserves.
Yeah. It's got the real Italian.
But I heard like New York.
My wife went to New York and she's like, bro, the food there. She didn't say bro, but she said
basically.
My kids say bro, so now I say bro. So she says the food there is way different.
Oh yeah,
pizza,
so different. It's the time that they
take because I think a lot of it, most of it, it's not fast food. It's not like chain. You don't go to chain restaurants. They have chain restaurants,
right?
But you go to the mom and pop stores, and that's where you get the real.
Yeah, you're gonna get the flavor. Yes,
you're gonna get the homemade stuff every day because they make it fresh. You go to a chain restaurant, everything comes frozen, prepackaged, or it's already made. It's way different. It's a different beast.
I mean, you want to wait for quality.
And you know what? I never understood that about restaurants. Like, why? Fucking, you know what's going on. They know what's going on, but it's all about profit. Yeah. But I'm like, I'll pay the extra money. I'll pay a little extra.
I don't mind paying for good food. Yeah,
the food's fucking good.
Yeah, there's a perfect example. I was watching a video of they were trying to there's a certain like health code, but they found out they went to this really popular chicken place. And the reason why it was so good, dude, they were killing the chickens in the back, and they were fresh.
Shit, right.
So that's why when the people ate
fresh.
Yeah, the people were like, dude, how come this chicken's so damn good? It's like, hey,
so
dude,
literally
that thing was just clucking 20 minutes ago.
So when you literally, you know how we say, what did they go do? Kill the cow? Like literally,
they're literally killing the chicken that day.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, there's another thing too. I saw because I used to live in Texas too, and
dang, where didn't you live?
I lived all over, man. I'm happy I did.
Well, you're military, babe, right?
Well, yeah. Well, my dad was in the military, but because of comedy, I traveled a lot. So I've always made it a point, that hey. So my thing was this: every time I had to go leave town, as soon as I went to or at the airport, I go, hey, tell me your best barbecue place. I asked the people at the airport,
right?
Go to Dave's or whatever, or Old Miller's barbecue. So that's the first place I go, and I try the barbecue. And the barbecue's different all over the country.
Oh, yeah.
There's a big difference between St.
Louis.
You're
right.
There is.
Yeah,
St.
Louis.
Sauce,
yeah, St. Louis barbecue. There's a big difference between South Carolina, the Carolina barbecues,
Texas,
Georgia,
barbecue.
Texas. It's all different. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the way they prepare everything.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. I like my barbecue swamped in sauce.
I like sauce.
You're like me, dude. I want that thing dripping down my face.
I want sauce.
Dude,
to me, that's what makes it the barbecue.
Yeah.
But it's so crazy, right? Because the barbecue is basically, for like us Latinos, carne asada.
Yeah.
But we don't do anything with barbecue. It's just meat on the grill.
Just seasoned.
Yeah, it's just seasoned meat. But so that's why I remember one time we had this conversation.
We smother it in guacamole and salsa.
Yeah. So somebody came to a carne asada and they're like, "Oh, this is a cool barbecue." We looked at them, it's like, "This ain't a barbecue, it's like carne asada." but it's a barbecue, right? Because y'all are barbecuing. I'm like, yeah, but you will not find barbecue sauce in this house.
No,
not at this event, at least.
Yeah,
no.
But
you know,
crazy.
I'm greedy, dude. I'll bring my own.
I'm bringing my. You know,
I'll go to the barbecue and I'll pull it back.
You know, my son, he's 14, right? That fucker eats everything. They're like, "What do you feed this guy?" I'm like, "What do I feed? Anything, whatever." Whatever's in the house,
whatever he could get.
But he watches a lot of TikToks and cooking, and we even we put them in cooking classes when they were little.
That's so cool.
Yeah, the Parks and Recs had a cooking class.
Yeah.
So we're like, we're gonna, you guys gotta learn how to cook on your own. So we put him in that. My daughter and Andy, and my son kind of took it more. They like to cook for themselves.
Yeah.
But dude, Andy, he loves that. He will bring out barbecue. He puts barbecue sauce on
everything.
Wow.
Everything.
Yeah, dude, that kid's like,
it's crazy.
he loves that stuff, man.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I love food. I can't even deny
Dude,
it.
who doesn't love food, right?
Yeah.
I hate people.
I mean,
who don't love
the
food.
hardest part, like we always talk about this because we live like in LA. People don't understand, like San Diego, LA, like just California in general is the most in shape state out of everybody,
right? We're supposed
and it's the discipline about the diet. But I'm just like, dude, like perfect example. I've been single 18 years. I'm not trying to impress nobody.
Right, we're in shape, bro. We're round shape.
Yeah, man.
Round's a shape,
Well,
right?
for me, it's not even that. Like, I can eat as healthy as I want to.
Yeah.
If I don't work out, it's pointless for me.
You know what? I was vegan for a year, a while back, a long time ago.
Vegan or vegetarian?
No, vegan. I went full vegan.
Really?
Good for you.
I tried it because there's, there was just a lot of things that happened in our life with my wife and I, just diet wise and me. We're going through some health issues, and honestly, we kept going to the doctor. We kept getting medicine, and we weren't getting better.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, I was noticing that I was taking this medicine. I was
That's
thinking,
another
I've got the
moneymaker.
best. I had good insurance. We had great insurance. Like, all these doctors are going to help us out. And I was noticing, like, so I started reading alternative and reading books about diet and stuff. And, it honestly, the big pharmaceutical would go out of business if people found out.
Absolutely.
But I started trying other things natural, dude. And I felt so much better. I lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
And I felt so good. I mean, I went back to eting food because I'm just
Yeah, you just keep
because I'm just addicted to food, man. It's like a drug. But honestly, there's so much. There's not so much research done in it, and it's kept quiet because a lot of people either don't want to believe it because we were raised that way.
Right, we're accustomed.
I mean, we're like, how could food be bad for us if we were raised this way? They brought us up like this. Why wouldn't the doctors tell us, or why wouldn't TV? Why wouldn't TV say something, right?
Yeah.
Well, TV's not your friend.
They're
TV's
not
there
gonna
to sell
tell you
shit.
The truth, exactly.
TV's there to, right? TV is not there.
They're the promoters.
Yeah, they're there to look. You pay them money, they'll say whatever you want. They're there to make money.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck. It's a platform to sell stuff. That's
Absolutely.
the only reason why TV has like TV shows is so they can sell cigarettes or cars.
That's why you got commercials.
That's where they get the money, right? Exactly. So, but diet does have a big thing. But anyways, we're gonna go eat right after this.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, he was like, let's talk about being vegan and let's go eat some
No,
ribs.
but honestly, to be honest,
it's the truth.
I've tried the vegan diet and I felt real good. And then
there's some really good.
My
stuff
friend brought
though.
a fucking burger from Carl's Jr. and that was it.
You
that
ever
was the
told us
end.
over for you?
I was like, all right, I'll eat this burger and then I'll go back to my diet tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, I did the vegetarian thing.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
We gotta go.
We gotta
We're gonna
go
do
get
it for
lunch.
next week.
Yes.
We're gonna do this again next
Let's
week.
go do some vegetarian food right now.
Yeah, well, chickens are vegetarians, right?
Yeah.
They eat
Beefs are
nothing
cows are vegetarians.
That's
Let's eat
right.
those. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I think our time is up.
Yes.
But thanks for watching. Check us out. We'll be back on the next episode. Guam. Any shows?
Just come see me at the Comedy Store. I'm usually there Monday through Friday. I have a roast battle coming up in about a couple weeks on Tuesday nights, 10:30 in the Belly Room.
Come check out Guam at the Comedy Store. It's fucking the best time you'll have. He's a great dude. Say hi, right? Say what's up to Guam. Just don't borrow money from him. And Elizabeth, anything going on? Are you back on tour with Willie?
I'll be in Sacramento next week, this coming week, and San Jose.
San Jose?
The following week, yeah.
Okay, so you're in San Jose and Sacramento with Willie Barcena, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. I'll be over here at the Sam's Cookout.
Nice.
No, Tuesday I got a show, and then I've been doing Spanish comedy.
Nice.
So I'll be doing a Spanish comedy show at Chentes in... Damn it, I forgot the city. But Chentes and Pico Rivera, I think.
There you go.
I've been trying Spanish comedy.
Okay.
So basically, you just do your set in Spanish.
Yeah.
Sometimes it translates well, sometimes it doesn't.
Well, we're gonna have to go check that out.
But it's work in progress.
Yeah.
So check us out. All right, guys. Thank you. Good night. Thank you. Goodbye.